All right, Shalom, giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshua, Shem Dash, and give a double honor to the other apostles, the other bishops, the great millstone, well, peace and salutation to you, like Yahweh is the true, almighty, and powerful name of the Heavenly Father, and his only begotten Son's true name is Yahweh Shai, and that's all properly pronounced in the Paleo Hebrew or the ancient Hebrew. The language has been returned unto the Hebrew Israelites, really the elect of them, to call upon the power with one consent. About Shimmer Kokodas, name is Spirit Holy. And yeah, so Shimmer Mafa is Mafa on the Great Millstone Plain Tables Camp located here in City, Philadelphia. The belongs to the Elder Apostle and Elder Bishop's Great Millstone. If I didn't say that, just gonna get into this real quick. Suspect caught on camera putting a skimmer on drive-through ATM. Alright, so this is off of Fox 29, Philadelphia.
A warning tonight in Bucks County to check your bank accounts. A skimming device has been found at a credit union. Shawnette Wilson is live in Bristol Township for us tonight. Shawnette, police have a potential lead on the suspect?
Well, they do, Sheba, and police say that this device actually skimmed numerous debit cards. And while the device was doing its job, so was a surveillance camera, and police hope you can help them identify the suspect.
I think that people are having enough trouble.
Boy, look dirty, man. Boy, look crazy, man. Nobody don't really be walking around with these. Like, I remember the beginning of the whole pestilence outbreak. You had dudes walking around with these, like, I call them like construction type masks, respirators. You look nuts.
Without idiots.
Usually these young boys you have like the whole Nike ski mask thing going, all black. But scammers, thieves, and niggas come in all different shapes and sizes and colors.
Like that, trying to steal their money, you know? It's like, you know, it's sad.
Susan Bond is disgusted by what police say this person caught on surveillance did to an ATM in her neighborhood.
They look so young to be doing that, you know? They look like, you know, come on, go to college, get a job.
Go to college.
You know, get a real life.
Get
Bristol
a job.
Township police say the suspect put a skimmer on the drive-through ATM at American Heritage Credit Union in Fairless Hills on Oxford Valley.
Yeah, that looked real familiar. I never been up there, but Fairless Hill. But you know, these American Heritage banks, they I know I got one that's on Harbison Avenue here in Philadelphia. It's like a credit union.
Road. It happened over the weekend.
Usually it's a convenience store or, you know, somewhere like a gas station, but
Which that's another reason why not to be using, you know, these your like your debit cards and all of that at these places, because you got all out scamming going out. All right. You know, the gas station dude could be scamming you. You know, I think they had found, let me see on YouTube, let me see something real quick. Gas station clerk with skimmer. I think one dude was it was like a clerk at 7-Eleven. He was pretty much caught with a skimmer. All right, which these things just, I believe it just go over the actual device, and you know, they take your information. I mean, I'm old school too. You know, this is where the benefits of being old school. Like, you see that, look, the thing just look like just like a mask over the device, and it's just taking, extracting the information. So they got videos how to tell if a skimmer device is attached to a card reader. It said if a credit card machine looks weird or tampered with, compared it with other ones.
A quick purchase in the self-checkout lane could have turned into a quick crime in Rochester. Can you spot the difference in these credit card machines? One of them has a skimming device. criminals attach them to steal your financial information. Jeff Wagner's been looking into this. I don't know, Jeff, you know, a quick glance, I think it's hard to tell the difference.
Too,
especially to the untrained eye like us. Now, the difference can be minute. And in this case, the skimming device attached on the top of the credit card reader is slightly wider than the regular one. You can see by those red indicators. But most people don't have the size of a credit card machine memorized, so it's easy to get caught up in this crime. Now, on the bottom, it's maybe a little bit easier to see. An attachment is added on top of the card reader at a gas pump, an area already well known for skimmer scams. The concern here is these devices can be attached for quite some time before anybody notices. The good news here is that Rochester police say no.
All the little young boys, as I call them, all these young kids and stuff, and everybody using their card on everything. Dude, go to, if at possible, go to your ATM at your bank. Lord willing, you don't have a skimmer, or you want to go to a teller and be super old school and withdraw money, and hey, use it at these different places. Like me personally, I know that you have these different corner stores that you know, are usually old school, but now they updating. They got where they can take cashless payments, like with the debit cards and stuff, credit cards and all of that, EBT and all that, right? Well, don't be using your card at them places if possible. That's a perfect place for that type of you know, scam. Or, you know, these places like, oh, I'm gonna pay for it, and then you give them the card, and then they going, you can't even see where they went with the card, and they going and doing something with the card, you know, out of your sight, or even in your sight, you know. So it's like, we in a time and age where people are hella scammers, okay, and they don't care, okay. This is just a part of life for them. That's because the Edomites are ruling, okay. Priest. Second Esdras chapter 7 and verse 41, and it says, even so now, seeing corruption is grown up and wickedness increase, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly, wherefore shall it be not be also? Right? And even back in Isaiah's time back then, yeah, and wickedness increase. What more now in this time? Okay, let's go to you know, the time of the Greeks too, and the Maccabees will go to get that, because remember when the wicked are, let's see, I think it's a wicked multiply. I think that's how it's worded. This would be in Maccabees. This is First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 7. It says, so Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants. You have, of course, his 4 major generals. You have Ptolemy, Lacenaeus, Seleucid, and Ptolemy, right? And his servants bear rule, every one in his place, and after his death they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. Okay? And it increased. Okay, multiplied. And you have it where, like, remember it say there's nothing new under the sun. They tell you, and then there came out them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus, or Antiochus the king, who had been an hostage at Rome, and he reigned in 137 year of the kingdom of the Greeks, all right, of the Edomites, which the Edomites are ruling today. They are the wicked. In those days went out there out of Israel wicked men. Okay, so you have wicked men obviously amongst our nation. who persuade many, saying, let us go and make an agreement or covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have so much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. All right, well, this thinking, and I'm not talking about the device right here. Okay, it's just the thinking. That thinking pleased them. They reckon it. You know, a lot of Jake, they just want to be rich. I just want to be rich, right? You know, they want to make it. So this putting skimmers on pumps and all this, you know, that's nothing. You know, look at this dude.
In and out. No.
Two dudes.
A matter of a couple of minutes, and it's very hard to catch them.
But Ernest Smith caught them on camera at his Sombrero Shell gas station at 5th Street and Monroe Avenue in Buckeye. The footage from Friday night shows two men pull up to a pump and start installing credit card skimmers. Smith knew something was wrong a short time later.
Well, I came out to put some receipt paper in, and I noticed that my tamper seal was broken, so I checked this pump and then that pump and found skimmers on both sides.
There you go.
Smith believes he found the skimmers before any customers used the pumps and turned them over to Buckeye police. He started researching these skimmers, the findings shocking to him.
So doing my research online, I found that these pump skimmers can be found for sale online in mass quantities for less than $60 a piece.
Damn.
And like the skimmers attached to his pumps, most pump skimmers are now Bluetooth, meaning the crooks can just drive by the pump to download the information.
It's astonishing.
Damn, so it's like, you know, the scam game is high. All right. Now, dude don't have to be looking to be, now they got these different little devices that can jack stuff, that transmit information. But dudes don't have to look like they installing something to be getting something, you know. So this stuff, like I said, is satanic, man. All right, that's another reason why I stay old school. You know, I think for the most part, there's only some places I usually use it often, but I should still be more old school. And you have it that Esau Edom is making it where a lot of different places that, like say for example, you might have a self-checkout machine. The self-checkout machine, they have the ability to accept cash and count it up, but then the person or the actual entity, the actual business itself will disable that and say, oh well, this machine only accepts credit and debit payments only, so that your cash is not basically accepted. So then it basically encourages you to use your card, all right, or waste time and talk to a person. But yeah.
So it's a bank, so that's pretty alarming.
Teresa Flum uses a debit or credit card most of the time. She's heard of skimmers at various locations.
No, I do not ever look at my device or the pin pad that I'm scanning on. Just pay and go.
Police say the suspect was so hard at work installing the skimmer that it appears he didn't notice the camera right in front of him. You can see he's wearing a surgical-like mask, but a closer picture provided by police shows at one point the mask slipped down a bit, revealing more of his face.
I would look for something unusual, and then sometimes I pull on it to see if anything moves or doesn't look normal.
Gail Gilroy says she inspects the device and keypad anytime she's withdrawing money or swiping or tapping her card to buy something, because she rarely uses cash.
It's very hard not to use your card. So I think anybody...
Yeah, 'cause especially she old. And it could be like, oh, well, she barely lacking mobility. She out of shape through. You know, why not just tap? You know? So, you know, these people, I believe, didn't just use that information and just buy shit on your debit card. That's to my knowledge, because, you know, I believe it happened to me. I don't know, somehow one day I had a certain amount within the checking account, and then, you know, I noticed a payment that was unrecognizable, that was from something company called World Remit, and I'm like, what the hell is this? So then I, you know, first called the bank, with a dispute of this unauthorized purchase. They say they gotta go investigate, but then they basically refunded the money, and then they basically encouraged them to use credit. All right, use your credit card, because they say that apparently is I guess 100% like I forget how they word it. Basically like damn, I don't know how they word it. Benefits of using credit card to over cash. All right, let me see if it comes up. Yeah, they offer basically better fraud protection. Yeah, credit card. I don't know. They're not really showing that, but you could go into that. But basically, that's what they say. Like, they don't have to go into no. I don't even think they really got, like, they just be like, okay, and that's it. Whereas I think I had to wait a couple of days. They said like a week or something, but it was refunded quick. But yeah, so watch out for these scamming Jake out here, man. The days of evil, as the scriptures do say. Perilous time shall come, as it says, right? This is Proverbs chapter 15 and 15. All days of the afflicted are evil, and hey, look, we are the afflicted, so we have some evil, some bad times upon us. But he that is merry of a merry heart, or good mind, hath continual feast. And the Lord, he continues to give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, which help. Will deliver you from a lot of this foolishness. Okay, this is the book of Ephesians chapter 5, and it says in verse 16, but all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light, which is the knowledge. All right, this is good, to know. All things that are corrected are made manifest, or made clearly evident by the knowledge, or that's what it basically means. For whatsoever doth make manifest is light, because it's shown, it's exposed, it's not in the shadows, it's not in the darkness, so you're not ignorant of it. Wherefore he said, awake that thou sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. Okay, so hey, come back to the life, all right, which is in Yahweh Shai Mashiach, anointed one. All right, Yahweh Shai in the world they call Jesus Christ. All right, and he gonna give you knowledge and feed you and sup with you. All right, see then that ye walk circumspectly, that you see. And we were in a deed state, spiritually deed, ignorant and stupid, walking about, while you got these monsters walking about, messing about with everything that's there. All right, they're tampering with everything. When you think there's no scamming, there's a scamming. A woman itself is a scam. Like, you'll be sitting there, the chick will skim you. Okay, let me get that credit card information. I'm gonna spend that joint. I just need the digits. I could just put in the order right online. That's nothing. Okay, hey, I'll tell you this. I heard one of my little nephews, he a demon. He know the name of the Lord. I taught him a long time when he was young what the name of the Lord was and stuff like that. He still remember it, but he a demon. I heard this dude was taking credit card information and using it and buying stuff. You wondering why is these sneakers magically at my house, and then You sit there. It got like a phone number on it. You call the phone number. It's some Russian dude or somebody on the other side. Because, you know, these other nations be doing these scams too. You know, and winning on this side. But, I think what was it? Israeli foreigner too, Russian guy. But, you know, just going into it. Oh, I meet you somewhere, brother. I meet you somewhere because you can help him. Because this dude, he don't want to send it to his place of residence. You know, so he don't get caught up and investigated. You know, so it's scams everywhere. My little nephew, that dude not even like, the kid, well, now he should be he might be like 18 or something like that. I don't even know, man. Don't care either. Because our family is those that do the will of the Lord. You know, or as the brother Jeremiah from Chicago was going into, they just relatives. They just blood relatives. They not an actual family. You know. But yeah, and a lot of them got destruction coming for them, you know. So yeah, that kid young, and he was already scamming, and I'm like, damn, you really do that? Like, that's crazy, you know. Back in the world, like, we learned from other little niggas, we gonna go on GameStop and take this and take that and steal, you know. But you know thou shalt not steal, but you don't have the fear of the Lord in you. You know, I remember I was young back in the world. You know, I don't think back then GameStop had cameras, but I remember when I was young back in the world, you had you had like the GameStop, and you thinking like the games is in the actual cases and stuff, which I think you came to a point they actually got them in the drawers. But there's other items they can be basically out and can be for the taking. But you learn the whole scheme. One person distract them, or he goes to the back, and then nobody's there, and then you just take some shit, and then y'all just roll the fuck out. You know, some stupid stuff. You know, that's dumb. All right, and a lot of that stuff get you destroyed and put in a lot of different issues. Israelites not supposed to be out here stealing and being thieves. So going on, it says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Okay? The Lord arms us with knowledge so that we're not stupid. Okay? This wisdom gives simplicity simplicity or wisdom to the simple, basically. It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. All right, and the will of the Lord, what's pleasing to the Lord, is for us to be wise. Okay, to have chakmah, or wisdom, and be not drunk with wine, which is the different philosophies of the world, where it is excess. You know, you see a lot of people walking about like they just can't get out of that. You know, give me type spirit. You know, they just want to get whatever, and they don't care about morals and virtues, the law, statutes, commandments. They just care about how they feel and appeasing their flesh and appetites, and not refraining themselves from their appetites. All right, but be filled with the Spirit, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing in a melody in your heart to the Lord. So that's it. So the days is evil. That's all I got through the Spirit. Shalom to the elect.